Hello and welcome back to Books and Cooks, Book Talks and Tastings. I'm really excited to share this new cookbook with you. It's called Mumbai Modern, Vegetarian Recipes Inspired by Indian Roots and California Cuisine. It's written by Amisha Dodhia Gurbani, and she took all the beautiful photos in this book as well. I chose this book for a couple of reasons. One, I'm always drawn to Indian cookbooks. I find them very interesting and familiar at the same time. This book particularly drew me because it's a tribute to the author's mother. The author's mother studied home science in college and knew a lot about Indian cooking, but also about Western culture. So she was really inspired by her mother. It's also a family's migration journey. Her family's migration journey actually spans 4 continents. Of course, India and Asia, and then her grandparents spent quite a bit of time in Uganda in Africa. And then she has close relatives living in Europe, in the UK, and then of course North America, California, where she currently lives. And I just thought this would be a perfect book to celebrate my mother's 80th birthday this year. Amisha grew up in Mumbai and moved to California in her early 20s. And her family experienced a lot of different cultures along the way. And she is very eager to share those experiences through her food. So she really takes her Indian heritage and marries it with contemporary California cuisine. What I will say about this cookbook is that it is definitely a cookbook for people that love to spend time in the kitchen and are familiar or are open to discovering Indian spices. So I would say it's probably not the cookbook for someone to make a quick meal. And the book is divided into several sections. There's a section for pantry staples, a section for breakfasts, appetizers and salads, main dishes, desserts, drinks, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic, and a section on accompaniments and sides. The challenge with this book was that everything looked delicious. The photographs are just mouth-watering, and that was the hardest thing for me, was narrowing down what I was gonna make. So I decided I wanted to just make 3 things. What really drew me was the makai pakka. And makai pakka is a corn on the cob in coconut curry. This recipe was inspired by her family's time in Uganda. So if anyone's had an African peanut soup or stew, it's a lot like that, but with Indian spices added in. It was really fun to put together and equally fun to eat because it was this coconut peanut curry stew and small nuggets of corn on the cob. So you eat the stew and at the end you're left with this really amazingly delicious corn on the cob. So kind of a fun and sloppy sort of meal. We had this with our dinner with naan, which is a traditional Indian flatbread, but you could have it over rice as well. And then to complement it, I made the yogurt raita, which was with radish, mint, and cumin. And many people are familiar with raita. It's a yogurt sauce that's meant to cool and accompany a spicy Indian meal. Many times you'll find cucumber raita, but what Amisha does is she takes, again, the local California produce of radish and mint and gives it a new twist. So I thought this was really delicious and a perfect complement. And then lastly, of course, you have to have dessert, and especially if it's an 80th birthday celebration. So I made the mango shrikhand panna cotta in a ginger snap crust. It was delicious. Shrikhand is a Gujarati sweet. Gujarat is a state in West India, which is where Amisha's family is from. And shrikhand is a sweetened yogurt dessert, traditionally with cardamom and saffron. The addition of mango is luxurious and delicious. Think mango lessie. I think many people are familiar with that Indian drink. So it has the mango lessie vibe, but then you put it in this ginger snap crust and it really takes it over the top. She has such beautiful presentation. She suggests rose petals and crushed pistachios, and it just makes for a beautiful celebration and presentation, which I think is perfect for an 80th birthday celebration. So I'm hoping to actually spend a little more time with this book, and I hope that you do too, and hope to see you at the library very soon. Thank you.